Welcome to AllGen's Money Minute. Today we want to discuss a question regarding a term that you may have heard in social media, on the internet, it's out there. The question is, what does FIRE mean? So FIRE, in terms of finances, is being tossed up there as an acronym that stands for FIRE, stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. And the concept behind this movement, if you will, this thought process is you cut back on your lifestyle, live extremely frugally to then take the money you're able to save from not spending and save aggressively for about 10 years, okay, to the point where you can save up to 25 times your annual expenses or so.
Right.
And at that point, technically you can retire early. So you see a lot of millennials, a lot of young professionals that are saying, wow, if I do this, if I start in my mid-20s, you know, I can in my mid-30s, maybe early 40s, retire and I'm done, and I can just enjoy travel and retire, live a retired life for the rest of my life. Sounds great. We're all about financial independence, and we use the term financial freedom at AllGen. However, Jason, let's talk about a little bit of a philosophical difference we might have, and mechanical difference we have, or challenge we have with the RE side of retire early.
Yeah, absolutely. So the one thing is, you know, if you were to retire at 35, let's just use that as an example, you have 45, potentially 50 years of living the retired life, okay? And maybe you're traveling a lot, and you know, you're just hanging out, you don't have as many responsibilities, you know, all of that seems great. However, you kind of get a little bit bored with that, you know, and you're not really kind of living on purpose. So that's one thing, okay, and I'll get into that a little bit more later. The other thing is, in order to save enough to have enough to retire 25 times your living expenses over a 10-year period, you have to be extremely frugal, okay? I'm talking like 50 to 70% of savings, okay? So you're living only off of 50 or 30% of your income to be able to reach that point in 10 years. Now, you're gonna hear something that I never say, but I think you should enjoy the journey and not be that frugal, okay?
Wait, this is a financial advisor who's known as Mr. Frugal here at AllGen, telling you don't save that much, spend some money and have fun. You heard it here, folks.
That's right. So I'm all about having fun, but that extreme frugality, when you get to that point, and I'm all about being frugal, right? You know my story. But if you're that extremely frugal, I mean, you literally have to live in a cave and you never come out for 10 years, okay? And that's, you know, you're just detached from society. So, and you're not enjoying the journey, okay? You're never going out to eat, you're never traveling, you're never doing anything, you know, and we're not for that. You should enjoy the journey.
What about the piece of a portfolio over 50 years?
Yeah, that's the other thing. So let's say, for example, you save up 25 times your income, and then that money, and you're at 35, that money has to last you 45, 50 plus years, okay? So what if we go through another 2008 or another bad time period and your investments don't perform like you thought they were going to perform? You may have to go back to work after being out of work for 10 or 20 years, which is not a great resume thing when you have that huge block of time not working. So that's the other thing, okay? But the big thing here is we're all about making an impact, okay? Whether you're working or you're retired. So our philosophy is, instead of it being FIRE, we like FIMI. Okay? Here's FIMI. FIMI is financial independence, make an impact. Okay? You've heard FOMO, we like FIMI. Okay? So FIMI is, let me give you a story that kind of exemplifies FIMI. Okay, a client of ours who lived down the path to financial freedom, did a great job, you know, saved up, did the right things, paid off all his debt, and he got to his mid-50s, okay, and he was working in a corporate job, making a good amount of money, but he didn't want to be in that rat race anymore. He didn't want to have to travel so much and just be, you know, on call 24/7 and with his work, and he wanted to make more of a difference, okay? So he found a job that he really enjoyed doing, took a major pay cut, you know.
Once he reached a point where he knew he had enough assets or income.
He was financially free. He no longer needed to work. But he still wanted to be a part of making a difference. Okay, so he's now part of a company that's making a difference, and at the same time he joined a board of an orphanage company or orphanage organization and is helping orphans in Central America.
Very nice.
And so loving it, has the freedom to do that now, still working. So we like financial independence and making an impact.
Okay, well, you heard it here first, guys. We would suggest that you might consider replacing fire with FEMI. We hope this helps, and we hope to see you soon.
If you're living out FEMA, you don't have FOMO because you're not missing out. I don't have to incorporate that one.
I won't.